Welcome guys to Team Babenko MMA channel. In today's video we'll speak about the last UFC event this year. It will be the main event between Cannonier and Sean Strickland. Watch the video till the end, like our videos, and of course watch our striking tutorials that we post almost every week on this channel. To start with, in my opinion, this is an interesting fight. I think that due to Sean Strickland's fighting style, of which we'll speak right now, Cannonier will have advantage since in my opinion, Sean Strickland is not a very clever guy, really. Personally, I think that he's quite dull. That doesn't make him a bad person, but I'm speaking about his fighting style because, in my opinion, he's standing in a very high stance. So he has his hands like this. I don't know what this movement should protect. However, if you want to protect your head, you put your hands like this. For instance, like Cannonier does. And Sean Strickland has it like this. He's standing very high, really. He's not low, he's like, no, he's standing straight and very high. And we've seen it in his last fight that he's not a very clever fighter, since he was just going on Olexiy Babenko, who is the multiple times world kickboxing champion. And he was going just like that at Olexiy Babenko, and in his opinion it was a great idea. No, it wasn't. Guys, if you have your hands like this, you are coming at your opponent and you are not a wrestler who will be going for a takedown. No, you are going to fight in the stance with your very dummy boxing, because that's no, his Sean Strickland's boxing is not great, really. For instance, Dustin Poirier has good boxing for MMA, for an MMA fighter. Sean Strickland doesn't. No, he's going like this. And in addition to it, he's standing very high. So at one point, he's vulnerable to all overhands and hooks, since with hands like this, he won't be able to raise his hands at the moment of attack, and for this reason, he absorbs a lot of damage, really. And with someone hitting really hard like Cannonier, it will be a problem, believe me. And the second thing, due to the fact that he's standing very high, he is very vulnerable to calf kicks. And this is exactly what Cannonier does. Really, Cannonier, he's a former heavyweight, so he's hitting very hard. Really, guys, it's so impressive that you can't even imagine. He's a mountain of a man in terms of hitting hard. Really, he has great calf kicks, and they are very powerful. And let's analyze to whom Cannonier lost. It was Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker. Both of them are two former champs. In my opinion, those two guys are the best in the middleweight for quite a long time, for very long. Also, I think that it will be difficult for Cannonier to fight someone like Marvin Vettori, since Marvin Vettori is also good. Olexiy Babenko is good, but I don't know who wins this fight. I think Pereira may also win this fight. So Cannonier really is a top 5 fighter. He's a top guy. And I can't say the same about Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland will be defeated by Robert Whittaker 100%. And Robert Whittaker will legally rape him in the fight, really. The same will happen with Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya will KO him as the way Olexiy Babenko did. And Marvin Vettori will wrestle all the crap out of Sean Strickland. In addition to it, if we go down, we'll see a lot of fighters who will also defeat Sean Strickland. And whom did Sean Strickland defeat? His top victories are coming over Hermansson, whom Cannonier defeated as well, and also he defeated Uriah Hall, who was a good fighter. However, he has never been like a top 3 fighter. No, he has never been. And for this reason, I think that Cannonier is a more skilled fighter. Sean Strickland isn't likely to try to take him down now. Most likely they will fight in the stance, because Sean Strickland came up with an idea of fighting in a stance with the world kickboxing champion. So most likely he will fight in the stance against Cannonier as well. And believe me, when they start fighting in the stance, Jared will have his hands high, provoking. Maybe he will start a little bit slow, however, he'll be throwing very punishing calf kicks. And those calf kicks will destroy Sean Strickland's leg. Firstly one leg, then he will change the stance, and his second leg will be destroyed. And in terms of hitting hard, Sean Strickland doesn't have a shot. In my opinion, really, he doesn't have a shot. He's not like a top fighter. He's a top 10 fighter, yes, he's a top 10 fighter, definitely. However, he's not like a top 5 or top 3 fighter. No, he's not. All his striking technique, he's, no. In terms of his fighting style, he's more a striker. However, he's not a high-level striker like Robert Whittaker, Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya. No. Everything what he does is just jab like this. He goes for 1-2. 1-2. And he's hitting his opponent with this point of knuckle. And in my opinion, it has completely no sense. If you want really to punch your opponent hard, you stand like this, you throw firstly, sorry, because of my costume, it's quite difficult to throw proper punches. However, you may watch my striking tutorials and believe me that I can do what I am showing. Okay, so you go first for the head, and then you throw, for instance, the right hand. Or you may go for 1-2. So for 1-2, you will go like 1-2. And while punching it, you will have your hands up so that you will be protected. And Sean Strickland does it like this. 1-2. With his chin completely unprotected. And for this reason, Alex Pereira knocked him out cold. And in my opinion, this is something that is going to happen in the fight against Jared Cannonier. Most likely, Jared Cannonier will destroy Sean Strickland's legs with calf kicks, and Jared Cannonier is hitting really hard. He's a former heavyweight, and Sean Strickland is a middle, a very average welterweight. He's not a top welterweight. He's a former average welterweight, and I think that Jared will KO him, most likely. Firstly, he will destroy his legs, and then he will come with some heavy punch like this, maybe an elbow, because he's hitting really hard. And ask Anderson Silva whether Jared Cannonier has good calf kicks. He has it. So most likely Jared Cannonier wins this fight, really. I don't believe that Sean Strickland is a top fighter. No, he's not, because he's dull, really. He's a dummy. Maybe he's funny, but he's dull in terms of fighting style. And he's not evolving. He's not a wrestler, and his striking, in my opinion, it's average. It's average, because I don't want to swear in my videos, but it's very average. So I think that Jared Cannonier will beat him, most likely, and I'm pretty sure about this. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to Team Babenko and my channel, like our videos, watch our striking tutorials, and of course share this video with your friend. Thank you.